Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we're actually going to cover a little bit of JP news that has just come out. Shout out again to Air Dokkan, also to Miguel, who I guess he's retweeting here. So, transforming Bojack and ZANGYA is the V-Jump leak for the new upcoming stuff on JP. Obviously the hero stuff is going to come for both versions. But then it seems like this is going to be the next Dokkan Fest for JP. So what's very interesting is if we look at the way the tweet is worded, it says transforming Bojack and ZANGYA for Dokkan Battle. So I was actually in call with Goresh and Truth. We were talking about this when this leak first came out. Goresh pointed out they don't normally show the special banner SSR, you know, like when we get a new unit comes out and then there's an unfeatured, well, they're featured on the first banner, but then they go into the unfeatured pool, right? So Boo Piccolo on the Bootanks banner, TN on the Vegito banner, like those kind of units, right? They don't normally show them on the V-Jump leak. So if you notice the way this is worded, it says transforming Bojack and ZANGYA for Dokkan Battle. So what's very interesting, if we have a look at the Bojack thing here, the way they sort of name the units is normal Bojack with his sort of teal coloured skin and the orange hair with the bandana is just called Bojack, and then full power Bojack is the transformation, and then of course the LR that we have includes all of his crew, so they included the Galactic Warriors sub tag. So this new Bojack, obviously he's a transforming unit, so he's going to start off as normal base form Bojack and then transform up to full power. Now, the thing is, this physical one from the World Tournament, who still doesn't have an awakening, is actually really good, right? So he would be a good link partner, but of course he's going to have the same name. So what would be really interesting would be if the unit actually is, as it's worded in the tweet here, Bojack and ZANGYA. Because if you guys remember rightly from the Bojack movie, Bojack throws ZANGYA in front of Gohan during an attack and kills her. So it'd be quite interesting. That could be his transformation animation. Because obviously the animations nowadays getting crazy good quality, looking pretty much frame for frame the same as the anime for a lot of them. So yeah, that could be his transformation animation. They kill ZANGYA and then transforms into full power Bojack. Which would be very interesting because it's another separately named unit. Obviously Bojack has some kind of weird links. Let me open up one of the full power Bojacks here. We'll just open up the LR TUR. So yeah, they have weird links like the Hera clan and Galactic Warriors. Some of the other links are more sort of, you know, commonplace, especially Big Bad Bosses, which he'll definitely have. So having other units that are going to have these links with him is going to be really good, right? So having a differently named unit, if it's going to be called Bojack and ZANGYA, would be very good because they're going to have this link here. They're going to have this link as well. So they have the potential to fit very nicely onto a team. They will probably become the best link partner for the LR. So obviously this is the one that does eventually awaken into an LR. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Fierce Battle, which obviously the new one would do, because he's going to be the new Dokkan Fest exclusive unit. But even so, even with the loss of Fierce Battle, and then obviously he won't have Legendary Power, but other than that, they're basically going to have the same link set. So that's potentially going to be very, very good. I've said before, the Bojack movie is one of my favourite of the OG movies, so I'm quite excited for this. And then in terms of the speculation for his leader skill, I mean, you can see I have the tab open here. To me, it seems like no small coincidence that this is going to be the next Dokkan Fest right after they drop all of the Heroes stuff. Because remember, every single Heroes unit is on Time Travelers. And currently, Time Travelers has as their leader the Int Goku Black, who is 150% to all three stats, and then the LR Trunks and Mai, and I think they're, what, 130? So this team does not have a 170 attack leader. So obviously it could be the split where they give 170 attack and HP or 170 attack and defense and then the other stat 130, or they could even just go all in and do all three stats 170. and then 3 ki. And the thing about that is, Time Travelers, I've said this before, even if you don't talk about all the heroes units being on here, Time Travelers is a really stacked category. I mean, look at all of these LRs for a start. But there is some really, really strong like TURs on this category. And the only thing that kind of lets it down is the fact that they never had a leader higher than 150%. So I could definitely see one of Bojack's leader skills being Time Travelers. And then I guess the thing is, are they going to introduce some other new wacky category, or are they going to give him a sub-lead like movie bosses, or what other categories is he on? He is on Terrifying Conquerors. Technically, if it is Bojack and ZANGYA, they would be on Join Forces. Full Power, Movie Bosses, Resurrected Warriors. I mean, all of these we have like 170 leads for. So it would be interesting to see whether they do that or they give him a weird new category, which, I mean, at this point, with some of the random stuff they've come out with, I don't even know. I wouldn't even be able to guess what kind of like weird category that they would give him. And then, of course, the other interesting thing to think about with this is the fact that it's very commonplace now that they drop a new Dokkan Fest exclusive, and then part 2 of the celebration is a summonable LR that is tied in. And of course, based around this time on JP, this is when they dropped the double rates. I think this was around the time that the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku came out on JP. So if it's going to be Bojack, then that does definitely lean towards us finally getting a new Gohan, like the orange gi Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Bojack movie. So, I mean, I could definitely see that being the summonable LR for part 2 as well. So, for all of those us out there who are big fans of Bojack and the Bojack movie, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a huge fan of Bojack, the character himself, but I do really enjoy the movie. I think he's cool. His design's pretty cool. So I'm very much looking forward to see what he's going to do. Like I said, there's no confirmation that the unit itself is going to be Bojack and ZANGYA. I just do think that that's probably one of the best ways they could implement it into the game. And obviously factoring in what Goresh said about they don't normally show the secondary unit on the V-Jump League. But it could be that, of course. Remember, the summonable unit could quite easily just be this guy on his own, just under the Bojack heading. And then a new summonable SSR ZANGYA will be a secondary featured unit on the banner, who then goes into the general pool afterwards. And that necessarily wouldn't be the worst thing either, because she has those links like the Hera clan and stuff. So obviously she'll fit really well onto any teams where you're going to run that Bojack. His LR probably is going to be, like I say, the best link partner, even though he doesn't have Fierce Battle, because none of the TUR Bojacks have Fierce Battle anyway. So they definitely will work super well together. And then, of course, like I said, it paves the way for a potential new Gohan with the orange gi, because I'm pretty sure we only have the free-to-play version that's farmable from that story event. So actually getting him as a summonable unit would be pretty awesome. I mean, obviously summonable LR, so it's not like everyone's going to be able to get him, but like, imagine what his super attack animation could be, because the very end of the movie where he does the like big Kamehameha and then like flies at Bojack and punches a hole straight for him. I mean, we've seen a lot of the new super attack animations where, even though they look a bit sketchy because the enemy sprites are nowhere near in high quality, we've seen a lot of close-up like interaction with the enemy character sprites in super attacks. So it wouldn't necessarily be completely beyond imagination that for one of his super attacks, probably the 18 ki if he is an LR, that yeah, he just like punches straight through the enemy, which would be pretty awesome for a super attack animation. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Very interesting to see this news coming out from the V-Jump League. We've been talking about it for a long time, that it was about time we got a Dokkan Fest exclusive Bojack, and that time finally has come. I honestly thought we would probably see a dual Dokkan Fest with Bojack and Gohan both as TURs, but it seems like we're going to be getting this Bojack unit, whether it is Bojack on his own or Bojack and ZANGYA. And then, like I said, that leaves it very much open for the Part 2 summonable LR, which will be the JP like Christmas double rates banner, like the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku was last year, to be the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the orange gi, which I personally would be very, very hyped for. So let me know what you guys think of that down below. Do you think the unit will be Bojack and ZANGYA, or just Bojack on its own? Will Gohan be the Part 2 LR? Especially because he'll be on a double rates banner. That will be a very attractive banner for JP players. So let me know what you guys think down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord down below. Join in the fun down there, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.